Hello, my name is Bree, and today is day 4 in my cookie advent calendar. Well, it's day 3, but I'm making cookies for day 4. We are going to make sweet potato butterscotch cookies. I've never heard of those kinds of cookies, but I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be either really good or really bad. It never works out to be in between. So we're going to find out how those turned out. And then tomorrow we'll see if my family likes them or not. Also, I've been bringing those cookies to my coworkers at work. And I don't think they caught on that I'm making cookies every single day this month. So they just noticed that I've only brought 3 cookies in so far, so it's going well. I just wonder when it is going to be that they catch on that every day is a new batch of cookies. I'll let you know when that happens. This is quite interesting. All right, I'm going to first find the ingredients or the recipe, and then we'll get out all the ingredients. Okay. So it is one of the, looks to be like a cutout paper. And I will zoom in with you so you can see the recipe with me. Maybe if it focuses. Okay, so we've got 3/4 cup of butter or margarine, apparently you don't care. A cup of sugar. 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 egg, 1 cup of finely shredded raw sweet potatoes, 2 tablespoons of frozen orange juice thawed. I'm going to microwave that one. 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, nutmeg, some oats, butterscotch pieces, coconut, and pecans. All right, that took a little bit of time to do. All right, so the first directions is, if I grab the recipe, is to cream butter and sugars together. So we're gonna need 3/4 cup of butter, a cup of sugar, and then we're gonna need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I got my mixer, got my butter that I softened in the microwave, my brown sugar. I need to measure out my sugar. Well, this is a 1/2 scoop, so we'll just do that twice. 1, 2. Back on. All right, I'm gonna go cream this in case you want to see what that looks like. Just a pile of sugar. While that's going, we can get going on the next step. We need to, well, I already grated 1 sweet potato. And I actually want to tell you about these sweet potatoes. They are Japanese sweet potatoes. And I'm going to show you this bag. My coworker, Tada, gave me this whole bag of Japanese sweet potatoes. And I gotta show you what they look like to cook with. So I'm excited to actually have a recipe to cook with them. And here's what one looks like. They look almost like the US sweet potatoes. He also told me to store them up for up to 4 months because they're both sweeter. But our sweet potatoes are not white like theirs are, so that's the main difference. And they seem to turn brown really quickly. Like as I was shredding these, they turn brown. So they're not dirty, I cleaned them. It's just probably needed to soak them in water or something, but we're gonna be fine with that because I'm gonna bake them. All right, so thank you, Tada, if you watch this. Moving on. So the next part, we need to beat in the egg, sweet potatoes, and orange juice concentrate. So here's the frozen orange juice. I don't even know what kind this is, but we need 2 tablespoons of it, if I'm correct. Why 2 tablespoons of frozen orange juice concentrate? I will never know. But that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna just make orange juice out of the rest of this. I'm gonna go ahead and get the bowl in this dirty bowl right here. Not too dirty, it's just dirty with the butter. I'm gonna crack my egg and check it out, make sure it's okay. And it looks fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump that in there. And I'm going to dump my 1 cup of sweet potato. And then 2 tablespoons. For some reason I keep thinking it's teaspoons, but it is 2 tablespoons of this. And notice mine is defrosted and it's looking thick. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. And it sounds gross to me. I don't know if you think this sounds gross. But we're putting this in the bowl as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix that up. All right, I'm gonna mix that up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I have this all mixed. And in case you're wondering why that was mixing, I was able to make the orange juice. So the kids are gonna be excited. Get juice in the morning. Or hopefully. Okay, so the next step, we need to sift together flour, baking powder, salt, and spices. So I'll need all of this. Okay. So we need how much flour? 2 cups of flour. One teaspoon of baking soda. No, I almost did that wrong. Don't follow me. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Goodness gracious. Just double check that I'm reading. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I think I'm just so used to just using baking soda that I mess it up. But these old recipes don't seem to be using it this much. And I know that you can replace baking powder with baking soda, but you just gotta use more. Okay, so then a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're just gonna stick that in there. And the reason why I do that is my salt is just a little bit larger. And I know it's gonna have a hard time going through that. And then it says we also need spices. It says to use nutmeg. I'm not a fan of nutmeg, so I'm just gonna use extra cinnamon. Which works for me, I love cinnamon. So 1 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Or you can do a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Whatever you want. Okay. We're gonna sift that in. Make it snow. Oh, that cinnamon smells so good. And like always, I always seem to have lumps. All right, next up, we're going to stir in oats, butterscotch pieces, coconut. Okay. Oats. I have, what did I do with this? 1 4 cups of oats. I just pre-measure that so you don't have to watch me do it. A cup of coconut. Oh gosh, making a lovely mess over here. I'm glad I hid that from you. I tried to pour all of this coconut into this bowl. I bet my kids aren't gonna like this. Well, my son will like it. My daughter, well, she does not like coconut. Butterscotch pieces. It just says 1 package. 1 6-ounce package. So that's like half of this. Butterscotch can be a little strong, so I might just stick to half of this package. And 1 cup of pecans chopped. Alright. I don't have a problem doing that. I love pecans. Gonna do that. And then, ugh. Just gonna do half of this package. I don't even know what butterscotch chips taste like. Okay, I guess. Okay, so that's everything. I'm gonna put this in my mixer and gently mix this up. And then I guess we're gonna start putting this on cookie sheets. But while I'm mixing this up, I'm gonna clean up this nice mess I just made. I'll be right back. Okay, back. This is very thick and it looks like carrot cake. And it smells like carrot cake. So now I'm pretty excited for these cookies. Whereas before I was like, sweet potato cookies? What in the world's going on? But now, because they smell amazing, I'm really hoping for the best. And just like I did the last couple of cookies, I am going to bake off 4, see how it goes, and then adjust the size if I need more or less, because I don't know if these cookies are going to spread or what's gonna happen with these cookies. It just says drop by rounded teaspoonfuls onto a greased cookie sheet and then bake in a 375 degree oven 12 to 15 minutes or until form. So who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know whether I should flatten them out a little bit. I'm guessing not. I'm going to go with not because that seems like a lot of extra work. We're just gonna make that size, and in 12 to 13 minutes I'm gonna pull these out and we're gonna see what it looks like. See you in a few minutes. All right, let's look at how these turned out. We have the bigger cookie. Didn't really spread out. They really don't. I mean, it spread out a little bit. And then I halved them to see how that would do. And this is half of it. It did spread out a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is to, because that seems to be a little thick, I'm going to half them and push them down a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to push them down. I think leaving it on this size might be fine. But it seems like if I'm going to do this size, I would have to push it down. Trying to decide. Wish somebody was here to make that decision for me. I mean, this size seems easier to eat, but at the same time, would this be softer? I might even have to let these cool a little bit before making a decision here. Either way, this is going to fit in the cookie box, and so is this one. All right, I'll let you know what I did. I'm going to get to cooking the rest of these cookies. Talk to you later. All right, I decided to just take the big one and smash it down, but these taste amazing. Also, they're like nothing I've ever tasted before. I have no idea how to describe them. I want to say like a cross between like carrot cake and something else delicious, but it is so good. I put this in the freezer to see how it would do when it's cooled off. I haven't tried the little one yet, but I don't think you can go wrong with it no matter what you do with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do big scoops and flatten it out with a spoon. That's the easiest way. And then I'm gonna eat both these cookies because these are like the best cookies I think I've ever eaten. And I don't even like coconut. That's the funny part. I hate coconut. But after eating these, I'm gonna say I love coconut. It's gonna be interesting to see if my kids like it. But these are so amazing. And the funny part is like, I was on the fence about even making these, but I am not sorry I made them. All right, well, I will talk to you tomorrow to see how the kids think. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. All right, for day 4, these cookies were a 1 ball out of 4. My family didn't like them, but I will say I absolutely love them, and all of my coworkers loved them. So my family probably didn't like them because they had oatmeal in them, and they had sweet potato in them, and coconut. So I just wanted to say why they wouldn't like them, just in case you're a fan of coconut and sweet potato and oatmeal cookies. If you are, you will probably love these cookies. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.